Korea is a 750-mile-long peninsula located in the easternmost part of the Asian continent. Today, the country is split into South and North Korea, but in the minds of most of its citizens, it remains a single nation that cannot be divided. The country is largely mountains, with small valleys and narrow coastal plains. The Rabago Mountains run in roughly a north-south direction along the eastern coastline and northward into the North Korea, forming the country's drainage divide. South Korea is famous for being the land of kimchi, K-pop, K-dramas, tech giant Samsung, automotive manufacturer Hyundai, soju, Korean fried chicken, Korean barbecue, the 12-step skincare routine, and of course, Gangnam Style. But there's so much more than to this East Asian tiger than the trends it has given birth to. From food to technological advancements to cultural sites to wonders of nature. There's plenty to see and experience in South Korea.
The Korean alphabet and writing system are unique to the language. It is the official language of both South and North Korea, and it is spoken by around 80 million people. It is the official language of China's Yanbian area. The term Korean might refer to the language, the people, or a cultural feature. When people mention Korean, they usually mean people from South Korea. Korean, on the other hand, can refer to anything related to the Korean Peninsula and its history. In the Korean Peninsula, two Korean languages are spoken because, as we all know, the Korean Peninsula is divided between two countries, South Korea and North Korea.
Unlike some cultures where a single religion is dominant, Korean culture includes a wide variety of religious elements that have shaped the people's way of thinking and behavior. In the early stages of history in Korea, religious and political functions were combined but later became distinct. Historically, Koreans lived under the influences of shamanism, Buddhism, Taoism, or Confucianism, and in modern times, the Christian faith has made strong inroads into the country, bringing forth yet another important factor that may change the spiritual landscape of the people. The rapid pace of industrialization, which occurred within a couple of decades compared to a couple of centuries in the West, has brought another considerable anxiety and alienation while disrupting the peace of mind of Koreans, encouraging their pursuit of solace in religious activities. As a result, the population of religious believers has expanded markedly, with the religious institutions emerging Asian influential social organizations. Freedom of religion is guaranteed by Constitution in Korea. According to a 1995 social statistics survey, 50.7% of Koreans follow a specific religious faith. Buddhists account for some 46%, followed by Protestant at 39%, and Catholics at 13% of the religious population.
Korean cuisine has evolved through centuries of social and political change, originating from ancient agricultural and nomadic traditions in Korea and southern Manchuria. Korean cuisine reflects the complex interactions of natural environment and different cultural trends. Korean cuisine is largely based on rice, vegetables, seafood, and meat. The dairy is largely absent from the traditional Korean diet. Traditional Korean meals are named for the number of side dishes that accompany steam-cooked short grain rice. Kimchi is served at nearly every meal commonly used. Ingredients include sesame oil, doenjang or fermented bean paste, soy sauce, salt, garlic, ginger, gochujang or pepper flakes, gochujang or fermented red chili paste, and napak cabbage. Ingredients and dishes vary by province. Many regional dishes have become national, and dishes that were once regional have proliferated in different variations across the country.
Festivals also have great importance in Korean life. Korean festivals are full of life, colors, and joy, and they are celebrated throughout the year. Most celebrations and festivals are related to harvest and family. Until the mid-20th century, Korea was primarily an agricultural society, and the seasonal rhythms of daily life were organized by the lunar calendar because farming was hugely important for the subsistence of the members. Such society developed a great variety of semi-religious events intended to pray for a good harvest and abundant food. Those events gradually evolved into communal celebrations and festivals. Korean people celebrate the Lunar New Year's Day, Sol or Solal, with a special festival dish called tteoguk or rice cake soup. They believe they can grow 1 year older after consuming a bowl of rice cake soup on that day.
In addition, younger people make a deep traditional bow to their elders and wish them a happy new year, which is called sabay or New Year's vow. Then, the elders typically reward this gesture by giving New Year's gift money to their juniors. Another important seasonal festival called Dayborium or Greater Full Moon is celebrated on the 15th day of the first month of the year by the lunar calendar. On that day, people eat special festival food called ogukbap, a dish made with 5 grains and served with an assorted and cooked vegetables. Play games aimed for the unity of the local community and perform rituals for a good harvest.
Along with the Lunar New Year's Day, Chosuk, also known as Hangawi, is one of the biggest and most important holidays in Korea, which is held on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month. On this day, all family members gather together and hold a ritual with newly harvested crops and fruits to express their appreciation to their ancestor and to nature. As it falls in the harvest season, a time of abundance, there is a Korean saying that goes, "May things be just like Hangawi, no more, no less."
Korean values includes obedience to family, hard work, protection of the family, and proper decorum among family members and is still important even in the modern world.
Culture and tradition is considered as the reflection of social change and also the way to reconnect the people around the world.
Koreans have culture and traditions, and so do. Let us learn and respect each other and promote cultural diversity.
That's all. Thank you.
감사합니다.